gosh. What's up, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? How are you guys doing? We're gonna take a quick look at a new bike component set that is on the marketplace. And you know, I think it's probably the best bike component set for time trialists, potentially for triathletes that are out there. And this is the SRAM 1x12 Aero bike component system. And I figured we would just quickly unbox each piece and take a quick look. You know, I'll mention what it's for, and then lastly, I have some very sad news to share with you, but I'll save that for the end of the video. Okay, let's start with the bike chain itself. This is a 12-speed specific bike chain. It is not interchangeable with your 10-speed chains or your 11-speed chains or chains from a different company. And the reason is because when they make a 12x system, the chain actually has to be thinner. But to increase durability, what they've done is they've actually shaped the chain a little bit differently. You might be able to see that the top of the chain is a little bit flatter. And I actually like the way this looks quite a bit. It's just very unique. But it does come with a master link that you can use to easily put on or take off your bike chain. This is the disc brake version of the bike component set. So it comes with 2 disc brake rotors. And the brakes themselves are of the aerodynamic variety, so they will work well with your TT bike. We can take a look at those real quick. And these are hydraulic brakes. And obviously there are 2 sets of these. One thing to note for sure is just the attention to detail within the packaging of the SRAM component set here. This is just cool. The logo piece here, you know, is actually part of the piece that kind of snaps it together in the box. This particular set is the rear derailleur, and then this is the SRAM battery for the rear derailleur itself. And then this is the blip box. So on a Di2 system, it's kind of like their junction box piece. And then these are cabling pieces here. And it also comes with a battery charger. The battery is charged just via this little charging piece here and micro USB cord. So that's pretty handy because you probably have a fair amount of those lying around the house. And this is the piece that's pretty cool here. This is actually the rear derailleur. And one thing you notice kind of like right away is that the jockey wheels on the rear derailleur look a little unique. They have kind of like larger teeth than is typical for a jockey wheel. And I'm sure that has to do with just making sure that the chain just stays in line and doesn't jump around as much as it would on a 2x system. The battery is compatible with the previous model's batteries. They're basically the same batteries, and you just kind of basically take this plastic piece off here and then slide those in, and it kind of snaps on just like that. And they're pretty cool. They're very small. You could easily carry one around in jersey pocket if you needed one, or if you were low. Or if you had like a 2x system, you could swap between the front derailleur and the rear derailleur if you got into a situation where you needed to do something like that. Another cool part of this component set, again, this is the 1x system, is the front chainring. And this one is actually the 50 tooth front chainring 1x system. What you might notice about this is the teeth on the chainring again are a little bit raised, and they have a slightly different pattern to them. And again, that's just to help grip the 1x chain system and really make sure that the chain doesn't go anywhere. It feels really light. I think that this will go very fast depending on who is driving it. This particular front chainring does not come with a cork power meter, but that is one of the options for this particular component set. Also in this box is the left side crank, also feels pretty light. The last piece of the puzzle that I wanted to talk about is actually the rear cassette. And this obviously is a 12-speed cassette, which is cool. And it looks like this. feels super light. It actually feels like it's all kind of one piece. And let's see here. This is a 10 tooth at its smallest and fastest, and 26 up top. So this particular cassette is really geared towards going fast on a flat course. All right guys, I think that's kind of what I wanted to show you from the SRAM Red AXS component set. And this is a fantastic component set. I think it's actually probably the best component set if you're a time trialist or if you are potentially a triathlete. I think this is the best component set that you can purchase currently on the market. But the sad news is these components aren't going on my bike. Unfortunately, this stuff is actually my friend Evan Price's. He's a pro triathlete in the area, and he just let me kind of unbox this stuff to show you guys. And again, this is all going back to the Dialed Cycling Lab, where they will put this stuff together on his new bike, and he'll be racing these components all season long. All right guys, if you guys are into this sort of stuff, and that would be like swimming, biking, or running, consider subscribing. I have a whole bunch of fun stuff coming up, and there's a subscribe button below. There's also a notification bell to the side, and what that does is just allow you to be notified of whenever I post new content. And I usually try to post stuff about once a week. All right guys, thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video, and we will see you guys on the next one.